Let's go on a hike. Let's go to the mountaintops. Let's go see the mountains show off. Let's go see where angels learn to fly. Let's go on a hike.
It's Pants and the Monkey Crew, day 115. We are packed up and ready to hit the trail. It's about 8:35. I'll do the once around the campsite, and then we're going to get to hiking. We're trying to beat the rain today. Have 11 miles planned. Yesterday turned out to be an 11-mile day, so that'll be 3 11-mile days in a row, which is good. Anywho, we'll see. If the weather is really bad, we have a bailout plan at 6 miles to stop at a shelter. So it really all depends on how hard it's RAINING. Anyways, very foggy out right now. I'll turn the camera around. My tent was set up just on the other side of this log right here. It's probably one of the most creative spots I've had to date on the trail. Four Squares was right there, and then Square Tail was down a ways a bit. And we will be hiking out this way. And yeah, that's it for now. Gotta get hiking. So apparently someone who was hiking southbound on the Appalachian Trail marked this milestone at 1,900 miles hiked. Wow. Absolutely love, love, love hiking in the woods when the weather's like this. Just gives a whole different feel to things. And onward we go. We have our 300-mile milestone coming up pretty soon. Square Tail and Four Squares and I will take a picture to mark the milestone. So this is what the climb up to Big Firescald Knob looks like. We're completely fogged in, but it's still very cool and beautiful. And just a personal update, I ended up cooking breakfast this morning, and Square Tail gave me some coffee. So I had coffee and then oatmeal with peanut butter and bacon bits. And I'm feeling like I could conquer the world today. So I think cooking breakfast for me may be an important thing. Yesterday, I had zero energy. Today's a totally different story, so that's a good thing. All right, I'm gonna pay attention to the trail, and I'll check in a minute. So just about at the top of Big Firescald Knob, I'm just gonna do a little 360. I know you can't see much terms of views, but man, talk about feeling like you're on top of the world. And there you have it. Moving onward. I don't know why it seems a little bit blurry. Hopefully it came out okay. All right.
Okay, I think we're gonna have to sit down as well.
Oops, that's my pole.
Golly. Well, the foot's slipping a little bit
Oh,
right
yeah, it's wet. Be very
Yeah.
careful.
now. I highly recommend sitting down.
Yeah.
Not bad for a bunch of 65-year-olds.
I know.
And then you want to walk down this way.
Okay.
Like that.
And this that I'm standing on is a little shaky, but it's not going anywhere, okay?
You got this, Four Squares.
Yeah. This is so fun.
Take your time.
Woo.
Alrighty, now it's Fancy Pants' turn.
All right.
And the shenanigans continue. The Appalachian Trail is not flat, in case you were wondering. And Four Squares is scaling that like a mountain goat. Look at her go.
Oh my. Can't have a fat pack here.
So, Fancy Pants and the Monkey Crew checking in. We just completed the exposed ridgeline trail. Lots of rock scrambling. It was a challenge. Didn't have too many views because it was all fogged in, but it was kind of fun climbing actually. But glad to be back down on flat ground. So this does also mark along the way the 300-mile milestone. This is a little bit past it. Anywho, we celebrated, we took pictures, and we're moving on. And do you see the SUN coming out? I certainly do. Hopefully it will stay out. It's Pants, Security Storage, and FiFi. We are almost at the top of Big Mt. Yes, you heard that correctly. Big and Butt, as in B-U-T-T. Anywho, the weather has been cooperating. Thank goodness. I'm going to turn the camera around and walk for a sec. So I'm very thankful for that. because there was supposed to be some rain and some storms. Over there it looks kind of grayish, but we have, I think it's about 5-ish miles left to get to the shelter we're staying at tonight, Flint Mountain Shelter. And I'm really going to try today to be better about closing out the videos for the day. I keep saying I'm going to do that, and I'm not making a habit of doing it. So anyways, all is good. Feeling really, really energetic today. I don't know if it's what I had for breakfast, my oatmeal, peanut butter, and bacon bits with coffee, or what, but luckily feeling much better today than I did yesterday. Ups and downs of through hiking. Anyways, we'll check in later on the trail. The trail was so nice a little while ago. I don't know what happened. It's like the Mahoosuc Notch of North Carolina right here. Holy cow, a little bit of a rock scramble. Made it past that little rock scramble. We're just about at the top of Big Butt Mountain. Man, there's been some technical climbs today. It's not all rainbows and unicorns here. You made it, Squirtail.
Made it. Look out up that way.
All right. Okay. Looks like we're going down now. Okay. All right.
How far is
What do we see? She can't be far behind. All right. We made it. We're going to take a little snack break here. So you can see some debris piles, like the trail has been cleared. Don't know if this is post-Helene damage or not, but somebody's worked hard. Yeah, 3.5 miles out from the shelter, and it has started to do what it started to do. So looks like the last part of the hike will be in the rain, but that'll be okay. It is what it is. Part of being a thru hiker. No pain, no rain, no main. Check in later. Fancy Pants, Curious George, and FiFi are happy. Short little 15-minute rain shower. It's the kind we like. The umbrella did its job, kept at least my face dry and the rain off my glasses. So yeah, pretty happy. I will check in when we get to the shelter. So we're going to take this short little spur trail. Supposedly it leads to the graves of 2 Union soldiers who were killed during the Civil War while visiting family in the Confederacy. So that's kind of an interesting situation. Makes you wonder what the deal is with that. But anyways, I'll check in when we get to the grave spot. Holy cow, what a beautiful spot. Lots of campsites. Looks like the graves are right over here. Interesting. David Shelton, 3 NCM TD Inc. I'm not sure what that means. Millard Hare, born 1850, died in 1863. Wow, 13 years old. Wow. And here's another grave here. William Shelton, COE. Oh, it must be maybe 2nd North Carolina Infantry or something. And then there's another little plaque in the ground right here, erected by H.D. Hare Jr., E.W. Fletcher Jr., J.A. Hare Newsom, G.E. Riddle, and the rest of the descendants of Millard Hare. Wow. Very, very interesting. Now, there are no dates on either of the of the Union soldiers who are buried here. I don't see any dates, but it says 2nd North Carolina Infantry. So, interesting. I guess, I don't know my history. Maybe I'm confused here, but if they were Union soldiers, why were they in the North Carolina Infantry? Inquiring minds want to know. All right, interesting little side trip. We're going to head back to the trail and keep on heading for the shelter. Once again, hard to tell if this is post-Helene damage, but man, root balls everywhere. It's not obstructing the trail, so that's a good thing. Holy cow. Check this out. Oh my gosh. That's a big one. And look at that tree. It goes all the way up there. Wow. Yeah. Whoop, whoop. Little slip. That mud can be treacherous. Yes, I have probably it's less than 2 miles to get to the shelter/camp spot for the night. I'm just taking my time now. I've had my umbrella up and down about 3 times. I thought it was going to start raining again, but it's just teasing me. So that's a good thing. I can deal with that until I get to camp. But you can definitely tell over there that there's weather going on. Don't know what mountain that is, but and it's spitting again, so I may have to cut this short and just keep walking. Gonna have to set up my tent, but if it's raining when I get there, I'll wait a little bit and we'll see. Okay, the day of ups and downs. Another section where I'm guessing this is Helene. There's just too many trees here for it not to be. Somebody has put in a lot of effort to clear the trail, the hikers. Trying to watch my step because there's a lot of roots here. But yeah, man, look at that. Thank you to whoever did this. Your efforts are appreciated more than you know. All right, I gotta pay attention. Ooh. Oof. Now this tree here looks kind of old, but the other ones, I don't know. Man. Anyway, just wanted to show you guys more of the same. As I turn the corner on the trail, it just continues. A huge swath of destruction here. This has got to be hurricane damage. I'm thinking some of the wood smells fresh, kind of fresh. Wow. Wow, holy smokes. These steps don't look new, but who knows? They could be. Wow. All right. I got to keep hiking. Very, very close to the shelter, less than a mile. Here's a look at it from the other direction. Massive, massive root balls. I would venture to guess that doing all this work, clearing the trail from the trees, was a pretty risky undertaking. All right, it looks like we're about to start going up, which is actually a good sign because that means the shelter's getting closer. Well, all right, onward. All right, last shot. This is the same area, but looking at it from the gap below. All right, this is the final climb before the shelter. We're 0.8 miles out, and y'all haven't heard me huffing and puffing yet today, but I bet you do now. It's only a couple hundred feet, just going real slow. There've been a lot of switchbacks today, which has made it bearable. My legs have felt really good, but they're tired right now. This is the third 11-mile day in a row that we've had, and we had a lot of climbing and rock scrambling this morning, so my legs are feeling it right now. But as you can see, it goes up, 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 and that's about it for now. I'll try to check in when I get to the shelter. Fancy Pants coming at you with the closing video for the day. Camped here at Flint Mountain Shelter. We're actually in the shelter tonight, and some people are already in their tents asleep, so I'm trying to be quiet. Anyways, 4 squares, Square Tail, and another gentleman by the name of Rambler is here. And yeah, we're going to have a good night's sleep and get up. We only have about 8 or 9 miles to do tomorrow, so this will close it out for today. Check in tomorrow morning.